Hi everybody. In this video I'm going to go over some background image properties. We're going to go over background image, background repeat, background position, and background attachment. Alright. Now, over here I have an HTML page and the only thing in it is a div. And I have the style sheet for this page and I have one rule that selects that div. And right now it's just adding a few styles. The width 80%, height 500 pixels, gives it a border, and it gives it some margins. Margins 50% or 50 pixels up top, auto for the sides, and 1000 for the bottom, so we can scroll if we want to. Alright, so the first new property I want to show you is background image. Background image. And with this, to use an image, we type URL. And inside here, you put the path to the image. So my images are in an image folder, and I'm going to use bear. Alright, so here we have this bear image. And by default, the image repeats itself left to right and up and down. Now you can control that by using the background repeat property. Background repeat. Now right now, by default, it's using repeat. So that's what it looks like. If you want, you can stop it from repeating by putting no repeat. And by default it goes in the top left corner. Alright? You could also keep it repeating like across the x-axis, so left and right, or across the y-axis, up and down, like that. Alright, I'm going to go back to no repeat. No repeat. Alright, so that's how you use background repeat. And then you can also use background position to position the background image inside the element. So here we go, I'll show you. Background position. And it uses these keywords top, right, left, center, bottom. And you could also use pixels if you wanted to. But I'll show you how this is going to work. So right now, it's in the top left, right? You could also say like top right, or top center, or center if you want it completely centered, or left center. You can switch it around to you can do center left, gives you the same thing. Bottom right. But anyway, the gist is use these keywords to center it wherever you want, any whatever corner or side or whatever. And in addition to these keywords, you could use like pixels you want if you wanted to. So let's say you wanted it down 20 pixels, or actually over 20 pixels, and let's say down 20 pixels also. So that puts it down and over 20 pixels. So the first number is how far over, and the second number is how far down. Okay, so that's if you wanted to do it by pixels. Or you could use percent. So let's say 50%. Actually, yeah, 50%. You'll notice that'll make it go down 50%, and then let's say 25%. So it's 50% over, 25% down. Let's see, 10%, 90. Okay, 40. So yeah, over and then down. Okay, so that's background position. And so when's a good time to use background position? Let me change Here we go. So I'm going to change the image to this image of parrots. And I'm going to, let's see here. I am going to, let me just get rid of the background position entirely for now. So here we go. Background position. Alright, now this image is big. So what I want to have a picture of, I want to see the parrots. Right now I'm chopping off this parrot. So if I go to background position and I do right top, then right here, this is the top right corner of this background of this image. You can do center, top. If you did left top, that's how it usually is. We want that top right corner so that our parrots show up. Okay. So that's a good example of how you would want to use background position to get it, positioned how you like it. Okay. So now I've shown you background image, background repeat, and background position. The next thing I want to show you is background attachment. I guess it would be the last thing for this video. Background attachment. So here you have a few choices. Inherit just means you inherit whatever the value is that it was previously. Don't worry about that. And local you don't really use. Scroll and fix is what I want to focus on. So by default, it's scroll. So what that means is when you scroll, the background image scrolls along with you. Like that. That's like by default. If you want the background image to stay still when you scroll, you change this to fixed. And so now, when you scroll, the background image doesn't move inside the box.